I was gifted a massive collection of Bionicle, and I thought, who better to open it with than my good friends on YouTube? Wanna see what's inside? Oh my goodness. This is so much Bionicle, it's insane. First of all, there's a huge bag of masks, just a whole bunch of them there. The individual that owned this must have taken a lot of pride because everything is so neatly organized. There's basically an entire Stormer just right here. This is Gen 1 Stormer. Looks like we have a couple painted parts in here we'll have to maybe clean up. Some existing sets. We have Stringer, I think it was. Was this Stringer? Let me know if this was Stringer. I think it was Stringer. Looking over the thousands upon thousands of parts that filled this box filled me with as much wonder as it did dread. How on earthsy was I gonna sift through all these pieces? Molding my smooth CCBS brain into an organizational system for 10 plus years of Bionicle proved to be quite the feat. What even were bone pieces back then? I also probably should have brought more large containers with me, as the parts were overflowing like Maori Nui during high tide. Too soon? Hours went by before I had some semblance of order to this veritable deluge of parts. With that journey behind me, there was nothing to it but to see what all these pieces made. I gave myself the better part of 2 afternoons to comb through these parts and rebuild these sets. My method was simple: retrieve a mask from a figure I wanted, download the blurry early 2000s instruction manual, now on VHS, and get to work. One by one, incomplete Bionicle figures crawled out of the woodwork like assembly at the aisle of Misfit toys. A missing leg here, a broken socket there. Starting off with 2004's Toa Nakama, I was able to build the majority of her kit, excluding her weapons and a single piece of armor on her leg. 2005 saw the release of Toa Iruni and the Visorak. Iruni's shield must have served its purpose, as the entire arm is now severed. Anyone want a squashed Votorok too incomplete to finish? The 2006 Titans and Paraka were a sight to behold. Until now. While Big Man Brutaka might look complete, he's missing quite a number of smaller details, including pearl gold tubing and 9 of his 14 gold Borak eyes. Axon fared no better in his second life, missing an entire arm's worth of pieces. Can you tell what's missing from Yo-Yo Paraka Thok? I'll give you a hint. Hey, weren't the Baraki just here? And who's your friend? Oh no. Poor creepy Predok is in pieces. The red and black Kalma and Karapar, whose color cannot be said on family programming, survived the end times more or less intact, essentially just missing their weapons. At a glance, Takadox fared well, missing a single foot, and that ain't slowing him down. I'll start off by saying that 2010 was a weird year, seeing a whimpering end to Bionicle and the start of Hero Factory. Aw, both the Stars Scrawl and Hero Factory Bulk are reminiscing about a time where they had heads. Maybe they can help Preston Stormer, who could use a hand walking about. Or a foot. Gresh is one wing and a chest piece shy of takeoff. Too bad, he'll never reach Raikiki in this condition. The recently confirmed Mr. Stringer is the only member of the team to survive intact, which does not count since I didn't put him together myself. Von Nebula was going to be my crowning achievement, the first set out of the box that I completed. Obviously, that didn't happen. I was beginning to get disheartened. Were any of these sets complete? When the last vestiges of my hope dissipated, he arrived. Toa Nuparu. More Scarecrow maniac than Valiant Knight, but in that moment, he was all I needed. My hero. Was he missing most of his ammunition? Sure. Did I cheat and use my own parts to finish the set? No comment. In the coming days, I plan on parting out the remaining pieces on Bricklink and breathing life into these sets once more. The parts that cannot find a home will either be added to my mock-making collection or held in reserve for my next batch of Misfits. Did I miss a cool set buried in these parts? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this zany misadventure as much as I did. Until next time, thanks for watching.